You think there's something wrong with me? Just wait till you see my hairiography.
Monska Aldrich, Saga Aldrich.
Nice. This is
Throwing
drinks.
Throwing drinks. Hello, Jen.
Hello, Maggie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I did some angry dancing at a club on the weekend. It's so funny. I'm like, are you a dancer? Do you go out and dance?
No, I'm really good at a sit down dancing.
Oh,
So,
yes.
like,
A
at
bit
the
of chair.
table. Well, I'm like, you go. No,
Yeah.
I'm like, I let people know I'm still into it. I'm still into it. I'll mind the bags.
That's so funny. No, I'll mind the bags dance of like, I'm bopping my head, I'm doing my shoulders,
and I'm genuine-
but I've got eyes on the bags.
I'm genuinely enjoying that role. It's not something that is put on me at all.
It's not
Sorry,
put on
no,
you. It's
that's-
you take to it naturally.
That's my yeah. So no, I don't like dancing. Why were you angry dancing? Did someone make you angry?
I had an interaction with a person, and I was just sometimes it's just the energy. Even sometimes you're like, I know that this isn't really about me. The energy's wrong, you know. And do you ever feel like sometimes you have an interaction with someone and it's like it seeps into your skin, like into your pores?
Yeah.
I'm like, I was out with my friend and then we went to a club afterwards and I was like, I'm just going to pop in for a bit. And I feel like I used to be such a little club kid in my 20s. Like I used to be nuts. And it was really coinciding with me drinking heavily in hindsight. But
cool.
like I used to be like so hectic in the club. And then now older, probably more sober, like I find it very confronting. But this time I was like, I'm giving myself full permission to just go nutso. And I was doing full experimental, like arms kicking, legs out.
Kicking
like,
out the
kind of
energy.
like, just trying to get this like yucky interaction. I'm hairiographying it. Like I'm flicking my head about. It was like 1 a.m. or something, but it was a very empty dance floor. And there was this one other woman who's like probably double my age on the dance floor. And she was picking up my vibe. And I was like, it's just the two of us, lady.
Something happened to her earlier in the night that she's kicking out. Just kicking with your legs and
it's
smashing
fun.
your hair down.
I don't know if it's just that kids don't dance post-COVID and that's why the dance floors are empty, or it's just that I'm old and like maybe I'm just like invisible. But
let's just for clarity's sake, Jen told me something before we started that's whooped me up.
What is it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm all whooped up. She's whooped me up with some gossip. I have this energy. I'm angry. I need to angry dance.
But okay, this is the thing though. I believe gossip is part of the creative process. Because I will say I had a meeting with our friend Alexi the other day.
Yes.
And we had to set aside an hour for gossip at the top.
Amazing.
Because we were like, we had to like pitch this thing and we were like, fuck, I have no ideas for this. And then we were like, what's the goss? And we locked in for an hour.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we were like, here are all the ideas.
Yeah. You know, you've got to collate a good creative collaboration when you've got that that foam up the top of the writing latte.
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. Writing.
Yeah.
She's a writer. Maggie's a goddamn writing latte, the foam. Come on now.
Yeah. So, no, I completely agree. I think a good writer's room as well is everyone walks in and talks for an hour and a half. And then
you got to have
something.
a common enemy. Mm-hmm. There was an intern on Growing this year and he sent me, you know how sometimes the interns will send you a nice email and you're like, I don't know who. No, I'm joking. But this intern emailed all of us individually after their time in the writer's room. And they were like, I'll really appreciate all the shit you talked about ex-comedian.
In the email.
Yeah. And I was like, anytime, dude.
Don't write it down.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're allegedly claiming.
Yeah. Well, what does Dorinda say? She says, say it, forget it, write it, regret it.
So true.
Don't write it down.
Never write it
down.
God, I mean, thank God for voice memos.
Yeah,
I will say.
Well, not even that.
But sometimes you need to speak it and your friend's not there, so you just got to speak.
Oh, you can say stuff.
And then it goes once they listen to it, you know?
Oh, the ones that disappear. Can you do that?
Well, on Insta and stuff, doesn't it? You can set it, or maybe I'm just completely wrong.
Someone's got a Jen Fricker back paddle on them.
My gossip podcast, yeah.
Oh my God.
Me just really going in. Anyway.
Yeah. We're all whooped up.
We're all whooped up.
Yeah.
We're about to go crazy on this.
Yeah. I'm going to go crazy on this.
Yeah.
I'm done with not going crazy. I'm known for being very, I think, what's the word?
Level-headed.
But it's sometimes it gets annoying because like I'll realize someone has really been awful probably about 6 days after the incident. And I'll be lying in bed with my little weighted blanket on me. And I'll go, hang on a second. That person's a bitch.
Yeah.
And then, and I'll never be smart enough to pick up on the person being mean to me or acting a fool at the time.
I feel.
I have to slot in new time to bring it up later. But that takes so much brain power.
This is why you have to integrate it into the artistic process.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to make content out of it. You know?
I mean, yeah. And who doesn't want to have a bitch with Alexei Toliopoulos?
I mean, one of the greats.
Sweetheart.
That's the thing. He's such a sweetheart. So when you find a common enemy with him, that's potent.
It's a good feeling.
And I feel the same with you. Like, I feel like you're a very like level-headed, calm person. I think you're very analytical about things and you're not quick to rush to emotional reaction.
But I need to be better. Like,
No.
Quicker.
But that's what I like about you. So then the goth session is like especially potent.
Yeah, because it builds.
Because it's like it's you've had time to think about it.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I feel a bit like sometimes I'm a bit like Teresa. I don't know, when you're watching New Jersey and they're trying to tell Teresa something and she's like,
yeah.
And then there'll be 3 episodes later that she'll get upset about it. Yeah, that's very much my vibe.
Yeah.
I'll just sit on it for a while and then it'll take a couple of days.
Flip a table. See,
Yeah.
I'm too far the other way where I feel like I go too into my gut. Like I'm like, this is wrong in the moment. This is wrong, and I'll just be like, hey, so it really seems like you don't like me right now. Or I remember once I like broke up with a guy because I just felt, and this is me being so annoying. I already know this, but like I broke up because I was like, the energy's different. I don't know what it is, but the energy's different. Something about this, just like the way you're treating me in really small ways, it doesn't feel right. And I'm not interested in sticking around to find out. And he was like, what? And then as soon as I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore, he's like, oh, yeah, I guess I don't really like you in the same way.
Maybe he just had hay fever. Like,
I mean, it could be, truly. But I was just like, there's something about this I don't like. So
you're picking up on the vibes.
Yeah, the vibe has changed. And then when I said it, he was like, insistent that the vibe had changed. And then he was like, well, actually, yeah.
To tell you what, I'm incredible at picking up on other people's relationship dramas. Because it's all about the tone. Like one time we went to a board game night and there was like this couple there and they were trying to play the board game, but you could tell they just fucking hated each other the whole time. And I was like, afterwards to bed, I'm like, that's not a healthy one. And he's like, what are you talking about? Everyone had a good time. Why do you always have to be like this? I'm like, no, trust me. 3 weeks later, donezo.
Yeah,
10 years.
interesting. I always try and pick vibes off Instagram. Because do you feel that thing of like if people post about their partner too much, something's up? But it's like, what is the sweet spot with that?
Do I post about Ben too much?
No. But sometimes the way someone posts about their partner, that you're like, I bet you the opposite of this is true. Like when they're like, who's this silly gal? Who's this silly human?
Yeah.
And then, like, this is literally the love of my life. And then 2 weeks later, you could set your watch to it. They'll be like, done.
Yeah, but I'm not good at posting full stop. I just repost TikToks. I've been really getting into the Tim Robinson extended cuts from Friendship, the movie.
Yes.
So funny. The improv they're doing. Do yourself a favour. If you haven't seen Friendship,
over.
It's so great. I've seen it twice at the movies because I'm a nerd. First time, took myself. It's embarrassing. Wasn't embarrassing, but it was embarrassing because no one was laughing but me in the cinema and I was by myself. And then Ben hadn't seen it, so I went with Ben. And it was so much better seeing that everyone was laughing in that cinema.
Yeah.
But they basically there's a scene with Connor
O'Malley.
Yeah.
And there's the photo of the White House Situation Room and just posted up on the wall in the background for some reason. It's so funny.
And he's got a vet hat on and he's like, are you a vet? No, I'm just a fan. So So what they've put up the scenes of them improvising, the ones that they didn't choose to put in the film. And I've since been releasing that online. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been posting. That. And it was my dog's birthday yesterday.
Oh, 50. How old is she?
13.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a big one.
What'd you guys do?
Well, we were going to have a little party in the park, but there was like crazy winds and she's tiny. So
She'd get picked up in a storm like that.
I've seen her blown over because she's also a sausage dog. So I don't know, science, like the longness, surface area is good for being blown over by a dog. If you're a sausage dog, it's easy to be blown over, more surface area to be pushed. So we've seen it happen a couple of times, a little bit stressful for her, funny for us.
It's pretty funny.
But not something we want on the birthday.
It would be bewildering for a sausage dog, I can imagine.
It's a bit much. So we had a chicken cake. Made a little cake out of rotisserie chicken and we had some candles and I got her the biggest toy in the toy shop, the dog shop, which actually looks just like her. And so every time we've been walking around seeing it on the floor, it looks like 50's not well. And we go, and then we're like, oh no, that's just the new toy.
That's so
We've done it to ourselves. So I'm looking at her now. She's down underneath.
She's co-hosting today.
She's co-hosting. No, she's asleep because she's 13, which is 75 in dog years.
That's crazy. I've been falling asleep I've been having some great naps. I've been having some psycho fucking late nights. I don't know where I am in space and time. So 50's right. If you have the chance, just lie on the floor and fall asleep.
I feel like a big night. I haven't had a big night for a long time.
I went to a wedding on the weekend.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was too large. Too large of a night for old Frixie.
Are you still going, Jen? Is this what's happening?
No, what happened was I just got hungover for the first time in ages because I haven't really been drinking. And then this wedding was so exquisite. And one of those ones where they just fill up your glass, like long dinner, fill up your glass. And then I didn't know how much I drunk. And then I got home and just really spewed up everything.
That's what happened to me in Hawaii at Mike Goldstein's wedding because they do the free pours in Hawaii. And so I don't usually drink at all, but I was like, oh, this is the special occasion. I'll have a drink.
Yes.
Cut to like 3 a.m. I'm in Denny's like asking random people for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Picking a fight with some man.
This is
like,
I had a single cigarette for the first time in months.
Was it good?
It was really good, but now I regret it. I regret it.
Yeah.
But at the time, oof.
See, I gave up being a vapist at the start of last year and I could not touch a vape again. I have no interest. But something about the smell of a cigarette, especially if you had a drink or if you're out, I don't know what it is. It's a different wiring of the addiction.
Yeah. Do you know
the smell of a vape? No, thanks.
No, because it smells like candy and you're like, eh.
Yeah, I don't want one of those zins. I don't want a zin. No. No interest in any of that. But when you walk past someone having a cigarette sometimes, you just go, oh, yes.
Yeah.
But don't smoke, everyone. But
it's the beginning of spring here too, and like the weather all of a sudden's just gone really warm at night. And you're dressed up, you've had a few wines. Someone goes, you want to step out for a smoke? You go, in this gorgeous, balmy evening? Of course I do.
Of course I do. And then we can talk about the person at the table.
Exactly.
That we've stepped away from.
Exactly.
Speaking of balmy springs, we've got told by Sir Jez, our producer, that we're big in Sweden.
Hell yeah.
Isn't that funny?
How do we say hello, Sweden? Hey, Sverige.
Hey, Sverige. I'd love to go to Sweden.
Do you have some kind of Scandi background yourself?
No, but I think I do. But we don't know. I feel like I do because my dad looks Scandi and I kind of look Scandi and my brother definitely does. And our last name is weird. It's like, I don't know where that came from. And potentially I'm thinking that the Swedish people are listening because my last name looks Scandi. I don't know how to make that link, though. That's the only link I can do. But if you're from Sweden and you're listening, or any of the Scandinavian, which I found out Scandinavian, different to Nordic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Scandinavian, I'm pretty sure, is just Norway, Denmark, and Sweden.
Right.
And so that's Scandinavian. Nordic is like Finland, Iceland, Greenland, plus those other three. So that's a fun fact.
That's a fun fact. Well, we say, hey, Sweden.
Hey, Sweden. We'd love to come and do a live podcast in Sweden.
God, I'd love to.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Jez, can you look up how to say never in Swedish? Please.
Seeing as we're in the Northern Hemisphere now, should we get into some Real Housewives of London?
Yes.
Jez, hit that button. Maggie, can I tell you a fun fact? Did you know Real Housewives of London is streaming exclusively right now on Hayu?
Oh, what?
And did you know they're sponsoring this very podcast that you're listening to?
What?
What the heck?
Our producers told us more reactions.
Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
We'll just give him some dry reactions that he just cut in. I'm gonna try and do like boing eyes, like what? Okay.
What?
So just use that,
What?
Jez. What?
What? What? If you can't see this, we look great.
We look hot, deeply hot. Episode 4 of Real Housewives of London. You can stream Real Housewives of London every Monday exclusively on Hayu, but we are recapping episode 4. So spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, pause the pod, go back, watch it, and then come back. This is really an escalation, I feel, of the Panthea destruction complex. What's going on?
We've gotten a comment from episode 3 on the bus, and that's where we were left.
Yes.
On 3 was the comment that Panthea made that was pretty classist towards Karen.
Yes. The beautiful shot of Nessie sitting at the piano playing peacefully, and through the window we see Panthea and Karen going at each other, and Panthea is saying something like, "You're common," or "You're not classy," or something of that.
Something pretty rough. Anyway, so we covered that. And then they go inside, and there's that old man waiting again. Was it Sir Lancelot or whatever the fuck?
Sir Greensleeves or something.
Sir Henry. And he is there, and he brings them inside, and they seem a little rude to him, but that's fine. It's all very strange. Why has she hired him? If she's like, why is he there? Why does he want to be there?
I think he's a ghost that haunts the house. He's condemned to live there for the rest of his... until someone solves his murder, I guess. I think that's how it works with ghosts.
That makes sense.
But the women walk in after having a tussle in the thing to this beautiful dinner. All of them dressed in red, and
Stunning.
Of course, 2 violinists appear out of nowhere.
Okay, do you remember Bond?
Yes, I do. I wanted to be in Bond.
Yeah, I didn't know much about them except for the ads for their CDs they'd have on TV. If you don't know Bond, look them up. They were like a girl band that only played
classical music. There was string quartets, but they were hot.
They're hot, and they had electric instruments, didn't they? And I hadn't thought about Bond for a really long time. Bond is such a funny name for that as well.
Yeah.
Because they had this like real racy kind of, I don't know.
Lots of high slits on their dress, on their skirts.
Yeah, and they play really vigorously.
Lots of choreography on those players. Yeah, for sure.
So they come in, and everyone has to just watch, and it's just one of those awkward things where it's, again, once of those, it's a housewives trope where you're at a dinner party and someone performs for them, and they don't want to be doing this.
Yeah, a person stands near the table.
Yeah.
And performs at you.
And it's always halfway through, an altercation. And so they have to pause and watch and then clap, and then that person goes away, and then they
get
keep going.
into it.
So it was nice that they hit that so early in the series. That's a difficult one to set up.
This is the other thing I don't love about these dinner parties. It's like Nessie stands there with pre-written questions.
Yeah,
There's,
that's
like,
a bit.
And I know there's like this trend of, have you seen these things where it's like, cool, like it's usually influencers being like, I've made conversation cards. It's to help you have better conversations and get to know people. And it's like, this feels like a cheap fad.
I didn't know that that's what happened at influencers' dinner parties. Is it because people aren't?
Oh no, they sell them.
Oh, they
sell
sell them.
them. Yeah, so it's like a lot of influencers I know have these like conversation cards, and it'll be like, here's a deck of cards that'll help you get to know your friends better or help you get to know your partner better or whatever. But they're all really like shower thoughts kind of level questions of like,
Shouldn't need to use that at a party, really.
yeah, it makes me feel a little sad.
But I'm a conversational queen.
Well, this is it. You're coming up with phrases like the froth in the latte of revenge.
Yeah. No, conversation.
Conversation.
Or creativity. No, that's what. Did we do that on air or off?
We did that on air.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't wasting that gem.
Okay.
You said, if I'm going to drop this gem, I'm putting it on air.
Yeah. I don't think they're expecting Karen's and Panthea's blow up on the way.
No. But
it did feel like Panthea has gone too far. She looks a little bit out of her depth with the confrontation with Karen.
yeah.
Like she's poking the bear, but is a little bit.
Well, it seemed like Karen was poking too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're both talking about getting invited to Buckingham Palace. Do you think that's a common fight in that kind of class of people?
No.
Do you think that's just something that people do for cameras?
I don't know. The class thing is really going nuts on this episode, especially with the being invited to the Buckingham Palace and stuff like that. It's a very I'm better than you.
Yeah.
It's not, and the Americans is I'm more successful than you and I'm more famous than you.
And I'm real. And
I'm
despite
real.
all that, I'm real.
But these ladies are like, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Like I'm richer than you and I'm better than you, which is a different thing.
Class is way more tangible in a way
Yeah.
in the UK because it is just like, well, do you have an invitation? I have an invitation.
Yeah.
Did you go to boarding school? I went to boarding school. Do you have a Cotswold house? I feel like it's
A box ticking.
Yeah, like it's box ticking, but it's so explicit in the way of like, this is what an upper class person has, and this is what an upper middle class person has, and it's a very stratified like thing. Whereas I think with Americans, there's almost like a level of fakery to it, perhaps. Or like the fame aspect of it is different. Like Americans want fame.
They want fame. Fame equals success. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like I don't feel like upper class British people necessarily want fame, but they want riches and influence and power.
And that's why I think it'd be really hard to cast this show because all of those people, my assumption, they wouldn't be wanting to be on a reality show.
Yeah.
So it's interesting who they've got. But yeah, I thought it was a good episode, but it was kind of frustrating. It did feel like it was real. That dinner party stuff between Panthea and Karen felt like a real thing. It didn't feel produced, that element of the dinner party. But the dancing at the end.
Oh, yes, when they all have to just stand around and dance to Pachabel's canon played by two violins.
By Bond.
Absolutely brutal.
Does Bond come back in? I can't remember.
It's two of them on violins with like fairy lights on them, and they come, and then the ladies dance very awkwardly. It's a lot of awkward dancing. Stop making these women dance.
Yeah,
these women don't need to dance.
It's 2 episodes back to back where you've made these women dance.
Stand up at a table and dance. It's not him clearing a space to dance.
There's one thing I did feel there was a flinch in it that didn't feel produced, and that was the back and forth between Karen and Panthea. And because for a moment there, Panthea looked scared, like in her eyes. She went, "Oh shit, I've really done it now." And that didn't happen of anything else. I think everything else felt slightly produced. Even them coming back together and having that weird moment in the park.
Walk by the river or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Panthea texted Karen after the dinner party to apologize, but then Karen pulls her away from this sumptuous breakfast, these hand-baked croissants that
I don't know,
Nessie prepared in the morning.
Aren't you supposed to, are you supposed to prepare them overnight?
Oh, like let them proof.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the Chelsea baker. I'm not the Chelsea baker. I wouldn't know. I was saying, I wrote down in my notes, Nessie's really giving Meghan Markle. Like, she's really made me understand Meghan Markle more now. And just this, like, country mistress of the home type of thing. And, like, everything's fresh and kind of rustic, but organized chaos. And you've got to look beautiful. And I was like, I kind of buy the aesthetic. Like, I get it.
I can see you in it. I can see you in it.
Yeah. I don't love it, but I get it.
I can see that happening. Just with always just a goose at your feet. And you're going, oh, get out of here. And sometimes it comes into the house.
Oh, silly goose. Get out of my kitchen.
Get out of the kitchen.
The children are coming down for breakfast. Have you ever watched the Meghan Markle TV show? It's called Love Meghan.
I don't think I want to. All I saw was last season where her whole thing, she made a rainbow out of fruit.
Yes. Yep. There's a lot of that. Yeah. Or she'll put stuff in jars.
Yeah. I don't have children, and it feels like a lot of it's lent towards children's prettiness.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really sing to me.
It's homemaking. But that's the thing. It's like she goes to all this kind of visual effort. There's like a sumptuousness in it. And Nessie is the same. It gives me the same vibes. So if she's doing like a fruit medley in the shape of a rainbow for her children's birthday party, and I'm just folding my towels on my couch at home, I feel like I am also
making the fruit medley for your children's birthday party.
Yeah. But anyway, Nessie gives me that vibe.
Oh, well, I think that's a compliment to Nessie, right?
Yes. I'm vibing Nessie. I just feel like
too. I think she's been the most open with her home. Like, even, it feels like she's been the one who's like come into my world. She's got real chica vibes.
Yes, a homemaker, a party thrower.
Yep, and I don't think her life will be rattled. So they have the croissants.
Yes, and Karen pulls Panthea aside. They go for a walk along the beautiful river with like the little mini waterfall and a cottage off in the distance, and it
doesn't sing to me.
It's not vibing with you?
I have the English countryside. No interest. Never.
You find it a bit dry, a bit unappealing.
Yeah. If I was there, I'd be like, this is nice. But I don't ever have a hankering to be in the English countryside.
I have never really seen the Cotswolds on screen other than in the movie The Holiday with Cameron Diaz.
With that house is fake? They built that house. Yeah.
Yes.
So whatever dream that was, boom.
But I know, but that's also, I think, all of her films really. But I was like, oh, this is charming. This is like, I don't know, like when I was in the UK the other week, I was like, even just on the train, I was like, oh, little village. That's cute.
Oh, that's right. You're in the UK. No, I just don't know. I don't have any interest in it.
Where would you rather go?
Maybe like the cool desert, like the rich people desert area. Like, are we talking about where rich people live? Yeah. Like,
yeah. If like one of the housewives invited you away for a weekend at their whatever estate.
Or like a Montana compound.
What's that rich people place?
Palm Springs.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. That would be nice.
That's where Tom Ford has his big compound.
Yes.
Pretty sure in the desert out there. That interests me. English countryside, it's really cookie cutter. That's all I'll say.
There's a game that I've played called Everybody's Going to the Rapture, I think it's called. And it's literally set in the Cotswolds and everyone's been raptured. So like just like cars are empty and abandoned and you're just kind of walking around. And I'm like, I think I like that. I think I like the piece of it. Just a kind of empty countryside.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was in it, I'd probably enjoy it. But no hankering.
You don't want to go play spin the cheese or whatever the fuck down the hill?
Ugh.
You don't want to take an alpaca for a walk?
Ugh.
That was grim. Every time
grim.
with Nessie, I'm like, oh, Nessie, you're so cool. Like, this is a lovely situation. It's a lovely vibe, ambience. And then she's like, and now we're going to play alpaca walk.
I would love to get one of the story producers on the podcast. Because a story producer's job is to track the talent and create the situations around them. So they hang out with that one person all the time, and that's their job, and they talk to the other story producers who are with all the other housewives, and they, you know, not produce drama, but they produce, like, say one of them, they find out one of them is pissed off at the other one. Well, of course we're going to organise our housewives to have a coffee, stuff like that. And like that, and also like the activities, right? Those are pretty like early on, I think they plan the activities. But so whoever's planning that, I think is letting the team down with the alpaca and the cheese rolling. You know,
there really must be nothing. I think you might be right about the Cotswolds. Like, I think maybe there's just nothing going on there.
Is it? It's just people being rich, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it, right? It's like you just go there to not do anything. And so how do you make a story out of that? It's like, oh, okay. We're going to film the women eating croissants and reading the newspaper.
Well, they're not staying at her house as well.
Yeah.
And that would have been the content, right? Someone going, oh, it's a bit dusty. That's their accent.
Ew. It's a bit dusty.
It's a bit dusty. Yes. And so then they have the weird talk. They're best friends again. They come back to the house and they announce they're best friends, and all the ladies aren't happy.
I missed this, I got to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I kind of was like, oh, yeah. I didn't think the reaction was that bad or dramatic, to be honest.
It was a lot of eye rolls. It was.
Yeah.
I definitely think they've ramped up the reaction.
Yeah.
And so then they sit in the bedroom and have D&M, like a really big D&M about Karen's past.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And this is after the meal they had as well.
Yes, and at the meal, because Panthea had to go to Buckingham Palace that night, so she's not at the meal that night.
Yeah.
Karen starts talking about Panthea, and the other ladies start going in.
Yeah, join
But
in.
even then, I don't think they went that far in.
No, they just talked about her. They didn't talk like... It didn't feel like he was bitchy. They're just talking about her. And
yeah,
fair call. This chick has started majority of the issues, you know. And their assumption was that Karen like would feel the same way because they were rowing all dinner.
Yeah.
Right.
Panthea's had an issue with, at this point, Amanda. Nessie, kind of not really. Nessie seems to be locked in with Panthea. But Panthea's had an issue with Amanda, Karen, and Juliet, Australian Juliet, at this point. So that's 3 out of the 5 women.
They're allowed to say something at dinner when she's not there. In fact, it's a natural reaction.
Yeah. The next morning, the women wake up and they see that Karen has posted some kind of ambiguous subtweet on her Instagram story.
The punctuation in it was...
Yes, about baiting and fishing and it's with putting Bob Marley Hypocrites as the song of the story. It's very funny. But they're like, I don't know who this was to. And
they don't even understand what it's about. Like,
no.
I paused it and read it a couple of times.
No.
And it didn't make much sense to me at all, what she was trying to say.
No, it didn't make any sense to me. But also, like, you know, sometimes you post some shit after a few wines at dinner, whatever.
I mean, it was left on that, you know.
It was left on that. And the women did not know. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she was targeting one of them? Or do you think it was a message to Panthea? Do you think it was just some, like, late night shit talking? Like, what do you reckon?
I think it involved a couple of wines because it didn't make a lot of sense. It sounded like someone wanting to be really cryptic but not quite getting it right.
Oh, yeah. You know what it kind of reminded me of?
What?
Sally and Gina Liano in Melbourne, where Sally sits Gina down and she says, "You've built a house of cards." Do you remember that? Yeah. And Sally really thinks that she's eating. Like, she's like, "You've built a house of cards and the house of cards is about to tumble." Gina says, "How long did that take you?" It's one of those really good ones where she's like, "Oh, you put so much effort into that, didn't you?"
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. It was like, it felt a bit, not produced, self-produced, that one.
Yeah. It felt a bit ChatGPT. Couple of wines.
Maybe it was.
Bit of ChatGPT. My friends are doing this to me. I want to send a message. What do I say? Make it poetic. Make it esoteric.
Poetic. And then make it more poetic. And then it comes up and then more poetic. And then
more
it comes
poetic.
up again. More poetic.
Plus poetic.
More fun.
Yeah.
It comes up with some wingdings.
What song should I put to this?
Anyway, and there we go. That's episode 4 of season 1 of Real Housewives of London. I mean, it's a builder episode.
Yeah.
It felt there was some real. I'm not saying there hasn't been realness, but it felt there was some realness to this with that incident in the van. That didn't feel pre-planned or produced.
Yeah, I think how emotionally reactive Karen and Panthea are to each other, to the point that it doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
speaks to the realness. Because
Yes.
sometimes you're just like, why? I don't understand. Like, this narratively doesn't make any sense. And it's like, that's because it is so deep.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting real good. I like it. I hope it leans more to that side. Less alpaca walking, cheese rolling. That feels really like Cheshire, which I don't like.
Well,
Lock me up.
lock her up, put her in the Old Bailey,
Lock me up. Call my lawyer. Throw out the key.
call her barrister, put his wig on,
Put his wig on. Start the trial.
start the trial, lock her
I don't
in
like it. I don't like
London
it.
Tower. I
Pop
don't
me in the
know.
tower.
Well, Real Housewives of London, streaming now on Hayu, exclusively streaming on Hayu. And we're partnering with them on this podcast. We're very, very excited about that.
I'm excited about that. I'm also excited about being big in Sweden. And we do have Never Say Never in Swedish, which is Man ska aldrig saga. Aldrig. So
Man ska aldrig säga aldrig.
Saga aldrig.
I don't know what the umlauts do over.
Aldrig means never, obviously.
Never.
Man ska aldrig saga
Saga.
aldrig.
Aldrig.
We do not want to make fun of Sweden. We are trying
No.
to join in. This is a join in thing.
If you are Swedish and you're hearing us and you're angry, hey, send us a message. Hit us up on our Throwing Drinks Instagram.
We like you.
We like you. Thank you for listening.
So you might not like us, but that's fine.
That's all
We
right.
like you. Thank you for everyone for listening to this. This is a little passion piece project that Jen and I have. This is just a little outlet that we're just enjoying, and it's nice working with a streaming channel to do it as well. Who are supporting us just sit here and talk shit. In fact, we talked shit probably about an hour before this even started.
Yeah, it's good. Again, that's the creative process.
Yeah.
Sorry if you don't like it, but that's how artists work. They need to
They do. They need
goss
to.
for at least an hour before
Yeah.
they work.
It was good and it razzed me up.
That was number one razzed up Maggie episode.
That's as razzed as I guess.
She's fucking off her head razzed right now.
I'm gonna kill him. Gonna kill him.
All right.
Allegedly. Okay. Well,
Thanks for listening. Leave us a 5-star review if you like it, if you want to hear more. If you are from Sweden, let us know. throwingdrinkspod@gmail.com is our email if you want to send us an email over, or find us on our socials.
Man ska aldrig saga aldrig.
Goodbye.